Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Parque Fernando, here in the Hunter Call of the Wild with me. And we're picking up the morning after the previous episode. I have slept through the night after our failed attempts to get some electricity into this place. So we're setting off now because obviously we've got to go and do our mission to put down the wind testing devices to see if this area is suitable for wind turbines to generate our power requirements. I'll have to edit out that cough. So let's have a look. And we've also got a couple of other things we've got to try and achieve today. We've still got to harvest an animal after downing it with a handgun, which I should be able to do today because I'm now rocking a 44 Magnum rather than the 357, which should make life a little bit easier. And I believe as part of this actual mission, we've got to harvest an animal within this sort of location. At the end of the last episode, I did buy a few other bits from the store. I don't know if I'm rocking any of them. I forgot to pick up the Puma caller thing, didn't I? Well, we just bought the large predator caller. That's going to be a bit of a pain. So we'll keep our eyes peeled, because we've got to try and, as I say, bag ourselves an animal. But at the same time, I don't want to be taking 2 days to get to where we've got to go. Need to get through these missions. Because by doing these missions, we unlock the trophy lodge, and I'm interested to see how that works in Call of the Wild. Whether it's as customizable and as the versions in Hunter Classic, I don't know. But we'll have a look, won't we?
Not all tracks lead to animals, so I always apply the sniff test. If the droppings are fresh, your game is close by. But if you find all the droppings, that animal is long gone, and you should look for the more recent trails.
Trot that way. Here's some droppings. Are they fresh? Very old. What a surprise. Carolina coming through with the useless information. 200 meters from where we need to be. Trying to scan the screen as best as I can, just in case I do sight an animal. But I appreciate I am making a ton of noise. So any animals probably will get scared off. See, now I'm thinking to myself, I kind of regret not having that caller. And I'm not entirely too sure why. I guess it's because I had to drop another caller into it because I don't have the carry capacity in my on my guy, and I'm not equipping a backpack for the reasons I outlined in the last episode, due to the fact that they ridiculously make you more visible and noisier.
The locations marked off by the turbine salesman are just ahead.
Oh, whoa! That was a Puma. Why didn't it attack me? I mean, that thing came from behind me, totally unannounced. It had an opportunity to take me down, maul me and kill me, and it didn't. Saying that, I think I'm going to be a little bit more cautious as I wander through this reserve, as I will be on the savannah map after tomorrow when the lions are released proper. Oh, come on, mouse. Stop messing me about, please. Heard it. It was out there somewhere. Right, we're here.
We need to leave these gauges up for a while before you can collect the data. You've been working hard. Treat yourself to a hunt. There's plenty of game in the region. See what you can find.
Hey? Plenty of game in the region. Trouble is, it's all going to be downwind from me. What else have we got in the region? Where are we? Oh, flipping heck. We don't have a lot of, I guess we could head over to here. Potentially. Get another lookout tower unlocked. And see if we can't find an animal along the way. It's all very quiet on this reserve first thing in the morning. Tends to be, I notice. Apart from the Pumas running around. I don't know whether that was a Puma or whether it was just stuff floating around in the wind. I think it was stuff floating around in the wind. Okay. So, after placing that wind recording device, I have travelled over 1 kilometre west from that location, wherever we was, up here somewhere, where we placed that wind device. So I've travelled over 1 kilometre west, and I haven't seen or heard any sign of an animal. I've not heard a call. I haven't seen any tracks. I don't quite understand what's going on. It's as if there are no animals on my map. And yet I have to harvest an animal, it says. Well, it's going to be hard for me to do that game if you don't actually provide any animals. I can't believe I've managed to travel over 1 kilometre and there's just been absolutely nothing. No tracks on the ground for me to scan. And as I say, not heard any kind of calls, warning, mating, otherwise. So it's a bit weird. I was almost thinking about restarting my game. To see if, right, we'll go and have a look and see what that is. And then we'll go up and unlock another outpost. I was almost, yeah, but as I say, I was almost thinking of restarting the game to see if something's just glitched and there's no animals spawning. Because normally you'd see tracks or something. You'd find maybe a need zone of some description on the map. You'd find either drop-ins or footprints. You might, and you'd certainly expect to hear animals calling off somewhere. But I've heard absolutely zip. I haven't even heard any like the duck think type animals. Was it the teals? I haven't heard any of them flying about. So I don't know whether I've got any animals or not spawned on the map today. It's certainly going to make harvesting an animal a difficult challenge. You'd think it'd be quite easy. Just harvest any old animal in the region. But if there aren't any, I'm going to struggle. It's weird how you get days like this in this game. And it's why I've often said there ought to be some kind of like sliders in the settings for you to adjust the population on a user by user basis, whatever suits your preference. Because having no animals whatsoever is very, very disappointing. Oh, it's another flipping hunting stand. I don't care for hunting stands. Whilst there's no actual system in the game for baiting animals at this point in time, remove that, please. Remove waypoint. There we go. And we'll walk to here. I'm sorry I keep coughing. My chest is playing up again today. Clearly need to expel something from my chest. Ooh, that sounded a bit more promising. Oh, I saw it. It ran off. It's already gone. It's bolted. That was my first signs of life on the map. One Puma. There are tracks. Red deer. They're all going away from me. Anyway, we'll claim an outpost. There's one. There's a lot. I don't know where that sound came from. Well, let's hide in the bush. Hopefully one where I can see. Stay away from me. Puma. Why aren't animals coming into my calls, is what I'm wondering. This is not proving a very lucrative hunt today. I appear to be getting absolutely zip in the way of animals coming into me. Is rather annoying. I mean, if the worst comes to the worst, I'll just blast some ducks. You know? That's what we need to do. To harvest an animal. We're not far from the outpost. Could go back and get some decoys. Set them up down here and give myself something to aim at and aim for. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up some duck. Set up some duck decoys. At least that way I can start calling in teal. bang. You're dead. Harvest an animal in the region and harvest an animal with a handgun. I'm going to consider that complete.
Well done, you bagged yourself a trophy just in
Spine
time to
shot.
collect that
Terrible,
vintage data.
terrible,
Head back to the
terrible.
gate.
Glad I got 0 integrity for that. My family likes you. That's good. Look around here and you'll need it, because we have work to do. Mule deer are overpopulating us at a rate we can't sustain. Can you harvest 3 male mule deers to suppress them? I shall give it a go. After what has proven to be a very unsuccessful hunting experience thus far today. Okay, so I've set up a teal hunting spot down by the lake. I'm a little bit annoyed because I have logged out of the game since doing that, because I had to go into town and do some jobs and things, and now that I've logged it back in, it appears the need zones for the teal around where I've placed the decoys and my blind have disappeared, so I'm not sure if any of them are ever going to go there. But anyway, we need to retrieve the metrics from the wind gauge, which is so yeah, there's no, it's moved. It was here, now we've got a red deer need zone. Right, let's fast travel back to there, because I ain't walking another kilometre and not seeing anything to shoot. That is a fact. I have now, however, remembered to equip my predator caller. So hopefully, if I do hear pumas, I should be able to call some in. I've still got the Axis Screamer, the Snorty Wheezer, the Deer Bleat Caller, the Antler Rattler. I've got the mule deer scent spray thing in my backpack, but obviously I'm not actually wearing a backpack. And I've got me scent concealer spray in there as well, and my first aid kits, should I need them. I've wondered if I'd still got my flashlight on. Not having much response, am I, from animals regarding callers just at the minute? Don't quite know what's going on. I'm not having any luck today to get animals to pay attention to me callers. So today's not a good hunting day, but hopefully we can just get the missions done. Keep earning XP, keep unlocking. More upgrades. Axis deer. Okay. Aeroplane? Interesting. Someone doing a bit of a flyover. Here we go then. Access wind metrics.
Well, wouldn't you know it, that salesman wasn't lying after all. Our winds are in the optimum range for turbines. We could even produce a surplus of power to sell off locally, bigger than the surplus we might get from solar.
Awesome.
The thing is, I've waited for decades to open this reserve. Now that we are this close, every minute we delay is agony. So while we were waiting on that wind data, I ordered solar panels anyway. Impulsive maybe, but wind turbines take too long to build. I simply couldn't take the chance that our VIP guests would arrive to a lodge without power.
So
I
what?
even paid for emergency rush shipping, so our solar panels were just airdropped next to the lake. Before I send a team out to retrieve them, can you confirm their arrival?
You want me to go and check on the arrival of... you just said the flipping wind. We've got enough wind power here that we'd be producing surplus, which we could sell locally for a bit of income. And yet you've gone ahead and bought bloody solar panels now, which you've had air dropped in, and you want me to go all the way over blooming here to find them? I think you're having a flipping giraffe, woman. I think you're having an absolute giraffe at my expense. And what you done with all the animals? Because seriously, I ain't seen anything today to shoot. Oh well, I'll head over to the waypoint then, 2 kilometres away. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm there. Okay, so I've made it to the area where the plane is supposed to have dropped the solar panels. There are, however, Pumas in this area, so I'm just on my guard. And it's taken me a long while to get here. It's under the cover of night now. Taken me that long to walk across the bloody reserve to get to this location. Puma, I want to put a bullet in you. Purely and simply because today has been a very, very quiet day till now. I have barely seen an animal.
The shipping receipt says my solar panel should be in the area ahead of you.
Really?
Do you see the solar panels? No? I hope some boludo pilot didn't screw up the drop. My nephew marked the plane's flight path on your Hunter mate. Search that area, find those panels. I haven't been to church since the 80s, but I'm praying to St. Anthony that you find those missing panels. Don't give up. You have to be getting close.
The hell, they've all run off again. How can't I track that? I just want to shoot something. It looked to be limping, so it can't have gone that far. Bleed rate very low. Okay, so it was crap. Now it's dead. Wherever it is, it's dead now because the area's just gone purple. My eye's really itching now all of a sudden. Drops in a minute. Bleed rate very low. These things run for miles then. As soon as I hit that with a 30-30, it's gone a long way, hasn't it? I may have just hit it in the leg though. I may not have got proper penetration. Judging by the low bleed rate, I don't think I hit any vital organs. Still bad. Although it ran. Didn't get all that far. Flesh, right lung flesh. Oh, did I used the bloody shotgun, didn't I? I used the wrong weapon. That's me 30-30. That's me shotgun. My bad. I shot it with the wrong weapon. I was thinking from that range it should have dropped. When I hit it, it should have dropped. And it would have done if I'd actually shot it with the right gun. From that range, blasting it with birdshot wasn't the right thing to do. I think it's birdshot, isn't it? Oh, no, I did use buckshot. But from that range, it's going to be very ineffective. Because they look so similar in your hand. Especially with the fact that they've got those glow sights on. So I'll hold my hand up to that one and say, my bad. I shot it with the wrong gun. One of the reasons why I think this game could do with having more actual skins for the weapons, can actually visually identify differences between them at a glance. That's why I liked my 270 Stradivarius, because it's got that lovely engraving on it. Makes it easy to tell from some of the other rifles. As does the, I think, the carbon 243. Obviously it stands out as pretty unique in that colour scheme. Well, if this is where Matey dropped the solar panels, I'm not seeing them.
You found my solar panels? Whew, maybe St. Anthony did the trick after all. I'll send a crew to that location to retrieve them.
Really? Because I ain't seen Jack.
Sounds like everything is there except for some cabling, which probably blew further, of course. The winds must resent that we are going solar, but they might also point us in the right direction. My nephew marked an area on your hunter mate where he thinks you should look.
Really? Another 800 bloody meters away.
What galls me is we had an account with this freight company for years. Whoever this drunken mess of a pilot is, missing his drops by whole kilometers, he's finished. We'll see to that.
Really? I just wish you'd stop giving me these rubbish bloody missions, woman. Stroll around casually all over the bloody reserve. Seems fairly calm and clear.
See our missing package yet? You can't be far off, unlike our pilot.
Yeah, the pilot was terrible. There it is.
We don't have time to waste. I want you to shoot that package down, and hopefully nearby, Water Buffalo won't charge you. I promise you, Che, this pilot, this pelotudo is going to pay for putting you at risk like this. Wait until the Water Buffalo disperse, or find a way to disperse them yourself before you retrieve the package.
Didn't see any buffalo. Being quite honest.
You've got it. See, this is the last piece we need to power up the lodge. Get back there and do the honors.
Okay. Get back to the lodge, do the honours.
You can install that cabling by the solar panels. My nephew says it should be a simple plug-in.
Really? Your nephew knows a fucking lot, doesn't he? Yeah, it's funny how it's me that's doing all this fucking work. Right, so where's these solar panels then? Are they on the roof? Must be on the roof. Still not seeing no solar panels.
Let's hope this works.
Oh, I've got some kind of achievement.
Ave Maria.
Ave Maria,
It
it works.
Parque Fernando can finally open to the public.
Hey. New mission available, best in class.
My beloved Fernando is smiling down on us. You know, he and I planned to open this place all the way back in 1983, but then he died. And one thing after another got in the way of opening. I had a family to pull together, businesses to run. Everybody doubted me, doubted I could manage it all without Fernando. Every time I spent money to improve the park, his boludos brothers laughed and called me Doña Quixote. Too bad none of them live to see this day. If I am Quixote, you are my panza. And by opening this park, we have fought a giant and won. But this is only the start of our adventures together, che. For one thing, we need to put finishing touches on this lodge. I am the patroness for a local artisan, goes by Mad. He's not your ordinary taxidermist, more of a miracle worker with flesh and bones. He can turn most any deer hide into the softest rack imaginable. Exactly what we need for our lodge. Harvest a mule deer or a red deer, and I'll have Mad make a world-class rack. World-class.
You know what? It would have been useful if you gave me that mission a couple of minutes ago when I actually shot a red deer. Harvest a mule deer or a red deer. We're actually starting to get quite a few missions stacking up now. We've got the mule deer roundup where we have to harvest 3 bucks. And the challenge circle target shooting thingy, which I've not done. I haven't got any skill points yet, which is a bit of a shame. I could do with some points in some of these, definitely. I could also do with some points into some of these. Start getting over here a bit and getting some of these calls. Sounds like some ducks are going to want shooting pretty soon. Anyway, that's it for this video. I apologise for the fact that it's not been filled with me shooting lots of animals like some of the previous videos. But the game has been very, very quiet today in terms of actually giving me animals. And the animals have been behaving very strangely in the fact that they're not responding to calls. And basically, you're not seeing them. You're hearing a lot of animal calls, warning calls, mating calls, that sort of thing. But then you're just not seeing anything that's making those calls. So hopefully it'll all be fixed. Anyway, the next time I record, we will have had the new update drop with the lions added to the savannah and some mechanic changes and hopefully some bug fixes and stuff. So when I record next, I will see what's occurring. And if it's still pretty quiet on this map, in terms of animals and lack of shooting, I will probably head over to the savannah and start hunting lions. So, I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.